Boys, girls, others, extras, how the hell are you doing? Welcome back to Prison Architect, welcome back to day 20, and welcome back to the Thunderdome. Alright, we are here, we are back, and I have a small confession that I need to make to you guys. It's only a small one. Last time when we stopped, I went to save the game, I accidentally pressed load, and it didn't save where we were. So, I don't remember where we were either. I think the autosave happened maybe like 3 minutes before we ended anyways. I remember we were talking about the power station. It's been a couple days since I played this. But oh. Is that, wait a minute. That can't be real. Boy, come here, have a sniff. If someone's gonna tunnel out the front door, I might actually lose my mind. It's not happening. Okay. Let's connect a little water here. What else do we need to do? We were working with the CCTV cameras. I remember that. I remember we put in a new monitor. Alright. A new monitor to take some of the load off here. So let's go ahead and connect these. What else? We were thinking about death row. Am I right in saying that? I think I'm right in saying we were thinking about death row as well. We were also looking into why we couldn't run some programs, I think, too. We've been doing a couple of things here, alright, if I'm honest. Alright, these things are back up and running. I can see it. Oh, oh, the great cell disaster of 2016. Everyone look away. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, alright? Let's just put that back where it belongs. Get rid of this, and D-zone this. Alright, Godwin. When you wake up, you won't even know what happened to you. Alright. Do we still have... I remember we put in a armed guard patrol, a third one, yes? So that's not here either. We put one in the canteen to force the peace. You know, we gotta keep the faith and force the peace. You know what I'm saying? Alright, anyways. I think that's all we did. If there's something else, don't forget to remind me. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. The conversation is getting a little boring, so I'm thinking about a shakedown. The temperature is going down right now, so I feel like if not now, when? You know what I'm saying? A shakedown is going to happen. People are immediately feeling a lot better about themselves. They're like, thank you, Billy. I'm glad you're shaking down my cell and finding my crack over there, alright? I am changing my life around. That's what they're thinking to themselves. I know it is. The danger is going down. It was going down. It's not anymore. They probably realized, wait a minute, the crack. No. Alright, anyways. We need some tables. Let me place... What do you think? 3 tables? That ought to do. We've got 3 tables to be put in. We also need to take a closer look at... Not the policy. Programs. We need to take a closer look at programs. Behavioral therapy is not what we're looking for. We're looking for foundation education program. That's what we want. It says all rooms are booked. So that tells me this classroom is already being used for something. So we actually do need to build this classroom right now as it happens. So let's zone it as a classroom, and then it will give me the little cheat thing so I can figure out what the heck to actually do here. Do we want to... Let's cut these in half, shall we? Do we want to cut these in half? Let's do it. These are a little big the way they sit, don't you think? I mean, it's a pretty big classroom. Alright. Let's put in a divider, like so. Look at that. Just a little wall for some separation. We need some desks. An office desk. Yes, please. What way do we want this thing to face? This way. This one will face this way. We want some school desks for the little school kids. In this case, grown men that are also murderers, but we don't want to talk about it. Alright. There. Oh, hang on a minute. This is about to be the best looking classroom ever. So we got the big classroom and the 2 smaller classrooms. That should give us a total of 3 classrooms. So that'll be pretty great once all that gets thrown on in there. Something just dinged. What is that something? Guard towers. Huh. Guard towers just dinged. We are really kind of blowing through all these. We put a lot of money into this. Remote access is the next thing. What does this do? Your lawyer lobbies for reduction in the required strength of the conviction before death row proceedings. So, we want to kill someone, alright? We want to get a death row guy in. That would be like the dream. We need to make the Death Emporium, the Saporium Emporium, Death Utorium. You know what I'm saying? We need to make that happen. So what do we? I think we should build it right here. Let's build a nice little secluded self-powering unit here, and build death row right here. Or we could get land expansion. I don't know. What do we want to do here? I really kind of okay. Death row's going here. I've just decided it. All right. It doesn't need to be very big, does it? I'm thinking like this big. This should be plenty enough room to house death row. Yes. I do believe so. All right, we're building it. It's happening. What else needs to happen? We need to place another power station in here. I remember that. We talked about that. It's 3, 3, 3. This is the center. Perfect. I've done it. Okay. We're going to put some capacitors around it as well. There seems to be a fight breaking out. Who's doing it? Which one of you? Who's Rough Tumble? Why are they all coming up here? For a long time, they were coming all the way down here. Now they're coming all the way up here. These divas don't know how to make up their own mind. You all are, stop it. You're going to the wrong shower, guys. Alright. It's getting hot in here. We're not taking off our clothes, though, because there is a fight going on. Joseph, oh my god. What is that last name? Ooh, alright. Still haven't figured out how to get these max set guys put where they're supposed to be. I'm just assuming eventually, right? This thing is gonna fill. Now 0 prisoners are arriving. Why is that? We've got capacity. Alright. Normal sec is at capacity. Maximum security is almost at capacity, although they've only got 3 dudes over in this section. So I don't know. I don't know. Why do I not know? Alright. Let's try this once. There are no canteens accessible. Alright, let's try that once. Alright, the shakedown is still happening. There. If I do that and then change it back, will that do it? Please take this guy away. Take him to where he belongs. There. No, no, no. No, stop. No, no, no. No, no. Oh, you bastard. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Like, screw it, dude. Whatever. Alright. It appears. Is that a tase? Did I just hear a tase ring out? Is that what that was? I hope not. Alright. Anyways. The power station is being built behind a door. Let's make that a staff door if we could, please. Dismantle this door, put in a staff door, one of which we have. Perfect. Alright. Shakedown needs one place to check. The temperature is admittedly hot. Okay, admittedly hot. The capacitors are coming in. Someone install this thing. Who is going to be the guy carrying it? You are. You are actually carrying this thing in a box. It's like an expando. You know, it inflates over time. Alright, good. Put this bad boy in. And I think with this much juice, right, with this much juice, we should be able to disconnect. Where are we going to disconnect this thing? Right here, we're going to disconnect it. So right here, dismantle. Oh, balls. Alright. Can I tab to go underneath? Oh, man. I didn't think that through at all, did I? Alright, well. Let's dismantle them. Anyways, right, we're gonna control left click to make it happen as quick as we can. Water is gonna be shut off for a second. Don't worry, we're gonna put it right back, though. Yep. Put it right back, though. Alright, power has been disconnected. Hang on. I'm coming to the rescue. We're going to connect it up right here. right like this. All right. So if we can hurry, we need to like make that happen as quick as I didn't think this. I should have did this later at night because literally half the prison now doesn't have power. And it is work time, so there are people working in the dark. All sorts of mischief is happening, I'm sure of it. And we took a large load off of this power station. I did see one time that someone like had their thing at capacity for a long time, and it did explode. I don't want that to happen to us, so we're not gonna make that happen to us. These are supposed to be urgent, although I'm not seeing. Here they come. Alright, here they come. Let's sit here and watch them work, shall we? Notice the lights are out and the temperature's going down. I mean, really, if you think about it, there's, you know, they're not working in here or anything. Really, there's like 3 dudes up in here. They're like, oh, gosh, sir, hand me that flashlight, please, so I can read this book. Like, only 3 dudes care, really. Alright. It's day 20. Can you believe it's day 20? I can't. It's ridiculous. Alright, they've got some of it installed. It looks like they're doing their parading around to this side of the prison. Here, let's speed this up, shall we? They're going to parade around, do that. We're going to be good to go. We are able to watch over most of this as it's happening, which is pretty nice. This one CCTV camera is working. That's fantastic. Alright, shop intake of $5. Apparently that shop we set up does actually work. I didn't think it was supposed to. It needed something else. Need to be adjacent to a room, I thought, but I guess not. And the power is back on. Who is doing who, and why are they doing each other? That's the real life question. Alright, that is done. This door is not being installed, I guess. Let's fix that. This is being worked on. Let's go ahead and add a large prison door to a can't. That's not the center. This is the. Is this the center? Alright. Well, we're going to put a jail door here. Alright. And then we will section this thing off as the death row. Think we can open our doors to death row. Just how great would that be if we could get a death row inmate right away? Is there any death row inmates to be had? I know they don't show up all that often, but I'm just praying. Maybe. There are 0. Let's open our doors to death row, though. Alright, let's open our doors. You know, let's run a couple of campaign ads, you know, like, hello, we are the Thunderdome, and we approve this message. Send your death row people to our facility, because we want to kill them. That'd be great. Fantastic. Alright, here we go. There it is. It's dark again, but that's fine. There's some flowers growing in it as well, but we can work on that. You know what? I think we've done a lot in a short amount of time. I thank you guys so much for watching. We'll work on this next time. I'm exhausted after all that work. But first, let's go ahead. Policies, regime, programs. Alright, let's run Foundation, educate. 1 dude is interested now. All the rooms are not booked. What the fuck you talking about, boy? What are you talking about? Alright. Clearly, some sort of issues going on here. Lots of classrooms, not a lot of learning. We'll work on it next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time.